guys, Ashley here with another reaction video, and it's once again FMA and another top 7 list. Well, actually, it's going to be a top 17 list, actually, because, well, I'm going to be combining this person here actually put top 7 separately of O3 homunculi and Brotherhood's homunculi, and I'm going to be combining them. You know, just to show exactly what the opinions are about these. And of course, I'll be adding in some bonus at the end. So yeah, not to delay, let us pretty much get to it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my list of the top 10 7. Top 10 7. Yep, that's what I just said.
Had a little trouble with your script there?
Homunculus in the 2003 version of the Brotherhood's. Oh, I can't talk. The 2003 version of Fullmetal Alchemist. That's what I meant to say.
You're pretty much tired, buddy?
That's not what I said. But
if I'm gonna start a video, I would at least try to wake up first.
Anyway, so if you check the date down in your little...
That's always a number one thing you should do.
You'll find that it is October 3rd, the same day that Ed and Al burned down their house.
Whoa, I didn't know about that.
Momentous occasion of burning down one's life.
They burned their house in October?
You should go ahead.
Wow, I didn't really pay attention to know about that. I'm such a derp.
Heroes who burned down said livelihoods.
Okay.
So, I will also hopefully going to try to not compare the characters to their Brotherhood counterparts.
Yeah.
Because in most cases, I like the Brotherhood versions better. But
well, when we get to that, you'll pretty much know why.
A list of the Brotherhood versions I haven't all made. I just have to find time to record it, so I will post that.
Okay.
Eventually. So let's just go on ahead to number 7.
Gluttony.
Gluttony.
He's low on the list.
Gluttony really didn't do much in 2003.
That is kind of true.
I'm remembering.
But oh, that picture. That picture of Gluttony's mutated form. You want to know what that looks like? Just give me a sec, guys. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the closest thing I could kind of compare to, since, well, he is Gluttony, and this is Cerberus from the game Dante's Inferno, and this is basically in the third circle. It's disturbing, honestly. It's literally a 3-headed worm, and it eats anything. Ugh. I know, like, they don't look alike or anything, but I'm just saying that they're both gluttonous. Anyways, back to the video.
Realized it. This is the countdown. Nobody really cares about spoilers.
Sorry to move a little bit of the camera.
I mean, he killed Cornello.
Yes, he did.
Even then, that was really dumb. Nobody really liked Cornello.
Cornell, I didn't know how to feel about that.
But even then, was that really gluttony? I don't know. If you look down to the bottom left,
that was gluttony. He got mutated. I'm not sure how that happened, but
I know it is. Gluttony. You don't have to tell me. I know for a fact that it's gluttony, but
this is disturbing, honestly, especially with that fight with Wrath. Ooh, boy.
Remember, I think the only major thing he did was kill Dante, and even then, that death scene.
Yes, really it was satisfying that Gluttony did that. How ironic.
Gluttony just kind of served as a plot device most of the time. Like, oh, we don't need this character. Let's just have Gluttony eat him. Okay, cool. And
if you don't have much to say on the character, you could just not put him on the list or just move on.
Most disappointing death scenes I've ever seen. He killed Wrath, and then he just died.
Yeah.
Without any more fight than that. I mean,
hey, that fight with Wrath
really
was awesome.
In Conquer Shambhala, at least.
That was the only good fight in the entire movie. I hated that movie.
I mean, it feels like they just didn't really know how to kill all 4 of those characters off. So they're like, okay, let's just.
Yes. In the first 2 minutes.
Boom, killed them.
You kill off at least a few characters in the first 2 minutes.
That was dumb. I'm not gonna do that.
Hohenheim, Envy, Gluttony,
really
Wrath.
Disappointing And I
And
feel like they could have done a lot better to develop Gluttony's character.
and the other version of Alphonse.
Also, Gluttony doesn't really have a personality other than just
He's careless.
everything.
And he actually listens to Lust. He actually cares about her.
He's called
And
Gluttony, but
honestly, the poor guy.
I feel like Gluttony just could have been done way better.
I see Gluttony as like, I don't know.
Also really boring. Like after Lust died,
The anime version of Winnie the Pooh a bit. But instead of being obsessed with honey, he's obsessed with eating anything.
Speaking of eating philosopher's
Come on, Lust!
Number 6.
I can't think of anything. Wrath. Yay! Wrathy!
Evil. Because.
Wait, what?
That's how philosopher's stones work.
Wrath isn't evil. He was just corrupted by the stones. But even so, he still maintains his innocence and...
Don't go try that.
Well...
I mean, you could if you really...
Honestly.
But don't do that.
I feel sorry for this kid. I mean, seriously. When we first meet him, you basically don't even know who he is, but boy, did Ed pretty much made the impression.
Some of them made sense. Some didn't. Like how he just kind of switched between Izumi and Sloth being his mother, just like rapid shifts. Boom,
well,
boom, boom.
If you've been on an island for God knows how long, wouldn't you pretty much feel the need to cling to something, or at least the need for comfort or something?
Like, is Izumi mother? Is Sloth my mother? I don't know, but
I think it's because he had Ed's limbs that could be an issue. Also, Sloth was pretty much the mother figure, and
like directly
makes a lot of sense.
Stupid when he did that.
Poor Wrath.
Adding on to that, Wrath was like really whiny.
Well, he's a kid. What do you honestly expect?
When Sloth died, like he just got really whiny. Dante saying, "Bring her back, bring her back, bring her back. I'll get Al to bring her back. Great idea."
Honestly, I wanted just to hug him. I mean, seriously. I can still imagine the fact that when Envy did that deed he didn't want to do, he took Wrath and comforted him. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They're fantastic.
Seriously.
And you're just giving that to a small child. It doesn't help.
Also.
So, like Gluttony, I feel like they could have done way better.
Here's what I honestly think Wrath would have turned out to be. He would actually become the Brotherhood Envy. I don't know why, but he would actually become that.
The character, the picture I've chosen in the bottom right.
Please. Greed!
That may be from Brotherhood, actually.
Chain smoker.
Oh, nobody cares. You probably wouldn't notice anyway.
Oh, boy.
Or maybe you would have. And just yelled at me in the comments. I don't care, really.
If you want to know, Chain smoker actually came from a friend of mine, Shadow Bakuro.
5 episodes? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Pretty much, that's a shout out to you, gal.
But Greed was basically only there to say, hey.
Greed wasn't there for too long, which is a shame. I mean, he would have done a lot more in the series, but I feel as though they didn't really want him to be in there that long.
He told Ed how to kill a homunculus.
I like Greed. He was awesome.
I was only used to kill Greed, Lust, Sloth, and Pride. So, like, that's only half the homunculus. The other half were killed dumb ways.
Honestly,
Greed was just all around.
Greed would have made a great ally to the Elward brothers if he just, they just
could have done way better with him.
Pretty much,
really great anti-hero. Kind of swapping between attacking, helping Ed, and attacking and helping Dante.
Well, yeah, that would have been awesome. We could have actually gotten an anti-hero. The brothers would have had a homunculus for a team member.
It's really awesome. And his final fight with Ed was one of the better scenes in Fullmetal Alchemist 2003.
Mm.
So let's just move on to number 4. Envy!
Yeah.
Envy is
my favorite of the homunculi. He is just...
he was probably one of the more prominent homunculus in the series, along with Lust.
Envy is really, really powerful compared to his Brotherhood counterpart.
I feel like his character just didn't really get
He's very intelligent, he can be threatening, he's calm and collected, he doesn't let his cockiness get the better of him, and most importantly, he doesn't fall for cheap tricks. Yes, seriously. This is why I like Ultra Envy more than Brotherhood, but I don't mind Brotherhood Envy. I find him adorable and very much a hilarious character, and I really wouldn't mind hanging around with him.
In Brotherhood, and I said I wouldn't compare them to Brotherhood.
he just flat out admit he wouldn't make the reference, but he did. Hey, that's what I did too.
I didn't hate Envy's character at all. I think he was a good
Envy was a really good character.
He's just a good character, not a great character like the next three that you'll see.
Honestly, and again, I really felt sorry for him. The fact that he was actually listening to that witch, Dante. I mean, seriously, why do people hate Envy?
A really cool idea for a character.
Also, Sloth.
I kind of had that same idea of Wrath, of him being a loved one to one of the main protagonists, and now they kind of have to deal with their past sins. With Azumi, she performed transmutation on her baby. That failed. Now she has to deal with
yeah, bringing up Azumi? Okay.
She never ended up doing.
Pretty much, Wrath needed a mother figure, and Sloth was there.
And then
she's pretty much the mother figure to the homunculi.
Deal with Sloth and all their powers.
Pretty much keeping them in check.
And
I don't think she was cruel to them.
The better ones.
Honestly, Sloth will be better than Dante, of course. Blatantly obvious.
Their mother. Again,
pretty much, I'm pretty much agreeing with Danny's idea.
And
if there was an alternate way for this to work out.
It showed how much Ed and Al had progressed throughout the series. And Sloth herself was also a really cool character. Well, I wasn't a fan of
pretty much, not really much in Brotherhood.
Stay true to her Sloth name.
This version of Sloth was just meant for this show, not Brotherhood.
You know,
same with Wrath.
He's Envy, so he can become whoever he wants.
Yes.
And there's another example of this that I don't remember, but
yeah, she pretty much is like a waterbender.
Idea executed pretty well. And
her
was awesome. The only part I didn't like was her relationship with Wrath, but I already explained Wrath. So
poor Wrath. Okay, first Envy gets the hate. Now Wrath, seriously, yeah.
First of all, Pride wasn't in the series all that much. He was kind of thrown in, I think, in like the last couple episodes, or at least it was.
Even if he wasn't in that much, I feel as though he did play a major part in it.
With him until the final episode.
Honestly, he pretty much fooled me into thinking he was actually human, when really he was a homunculus the whole time. I mean, seriously, that was a major plot twist.
Fear Radley was always above Mustang, telling him what to do.
But Brotherhood, yeah, I pretty much wouldn't really be around this guy.
Since his trait is probably most accurately Pride, has to deal with that, burn his king to death, which was awesome.
Yeah, that fight scene with Pride and Mustang, that was actually awesome.
Full Metal 2003. But other than that,
I feel as though Pride definitely knew how to keep things in check.
Fear Bradley,
especially when it came to around Slightly of Envy.
The one who ordered the attack on Envy.
Although he did kind of get tossed a bit because, well, Envy was having an anger problem.
But
yeah, seriously, I remember that scene. Oh boy,
I think it's just really
poor Envy.
Pride was a great idea, greatly executed.
Yes.
And just all around.
Seriously, he had me fooled. Oh, you were homunculus the whole time.
Here is Lust.
Definitely. Lust was definitely featured the most in the show, and she was a well-developed character.
Like the ending.
Going from villain to ally.
She kind of became an anti-hero towards the end there.
Yeah, that.
But I didn't feel like it was as kind of like a left turn.
Honestly, I pretty much felt bad for Lust. But
the original,
honestly, up until the end, Wrath pretty much did her a favor.
But then all of a sudden,
put her out of her misery.
He's on Al's side.
I know that wasn't a good idea, and I know that seemed like a cool thing he did, but honestly, I feel as though that
and her
he did the right
relationship
thing for
with the other
getting
homunculus,
her
and
away
Gluttony
from that
especially,
the
kind of
change of
for
despair and suffering.
she was more of the like main homunculus, main villain other than Dante herself.
Ugh.
And just to see her turn on everyone else was really cool, and I didn't expect that at all. And her eventual destiny at the hands of Wrath, as much as I don't like Wrath, I have to admit that was a really cool death scene.
Honestly,
And just
I
in
still
general,
feel pretty
I
bad for
thought
these
I loved that
homunculi.
death scene.
If
It
they
was
had
really cool.
become allies with the
Characters, and it
Elric
was really
brothers,
cool
maybe
for
it would have been a little
why
more
she is
interesting.
#1. And also lusted a lot in the original series.
Let's see.
I know she did the whole thing with Cornello, gave him the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh,
Now took over.
Zeus, is that you?
Take over after he died.
Oh.
That was murdered by lust.
Again, buddy.
Lust always felt like the leader of the
I
homunculus.
think you should have at least cleared
Yes, I like the way they took the character.
things up.
So let's just. That's why she's #1. It's just my opinion. Okay.
Butler! Seriously, I cannot understand a word you're saying.
So, who are your favorite homunculus in the 2003 series? The 2003 series. I want to be very specific about that.
I actually left a comment. Hang on a sec.
I actually liked Greed the best.
Yeah, these are my.
He was awesome and a really great anti-hero.
Feel free to pause and read that.
Don't say that, because we're not talking about Brotherhood. We're talking about the 2003 series.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because, well, I feel as though this guy kind of dragged on a little bit. But anyways, and speaking of which, I'll be showing off the bonuses for this one, and then we'll get to Brotherhood. Okay, just hang on. These are gonna be showing the Sonic versions of the homunculi, and you're probably wondering, what? They don't look like this doesn't look like Sonic. Well, maybe it's because I want to try my own style. Anyways, this is the dragon version of Envy, and you should already know what his dragon form actually looks like. I didn't even notice that he actually had wings. At least for the longest time until I realized, oh, he actually does have wings. And decided that, how would this turn out as a Sonic design? And, well, I came up with this. As you can see, nothing too complicated with Envy's design. Again, it's mainly because, well, just add, like, the limbs and add, like, just take away at least the 4 extra wings and pretty much make him a bit smaller. And also add in the clothes. That's pretty much it. Also, those yellow spots, those indicated the fact that he did had yellow spots when he was the actual giant dragon. Or as I like to call it, the Ouroboros Great Serpent, is what they call him in the movie. And, yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next. Here we have Lust and Gluttony as a cat and a Tasmanian devil. No, I'm not kidding. There is an actual animal called a Tasmanian devil. Now, pretty much, the cat was actually not that hard to draw, honestly. I just had to come up with a design. And as for the Tasmanian devil, I really had to look that up. It was like, this might take a little bit. But as you see, I decided to make Lust a cat because, well, cats can be pretty much, femme fatale and, Catwoman and all. Oh boy. Plus, she can pose as an actual cat. Because, well, they're pretty much one of the few Mobians, so she can get around easily. And Gluttony, well, he can actually do the spin like Taz himself. But he pretty much doesn't, destroy everything. He's mainly just gonna eat everything. Of course, not sure what a Tasmanian devil is fully, honestly. I mean, it looks slightly like a possum or something, but I don't know. Yeah. Also, I gave Gluttony a little bit more black to his eyes since, well, all you're just seeing are 2 circles for eyes. That's all you're gonna see. He's, Next up is Pride and Sloth. Pride is a red-tailed hawk, and the reason why is because, well, hawks mainly have great bird eye view. They got great eyesight. And since Pride is the ultimate eye, it would only make sense. Plus, birds of prey are considered to be kind of the leader type birds in a way, like the eagle. But don't worry, there's another version who actually has the eagle theme in them. And sloth is a water moccasin, which is a type of viper. And they spend a lot of time in the water, and they're pretty dangerous. The trick about with sloth here is that, well, she can actually use water to create aquatic limbs, the legs mainly. And she's actually kind of reference of a naga, actually. A naga is a sea serpent that are pretty much kind of like Atlantean, sort of. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about nagas. They're pretty much snake beings that actually have arms. I'm not joking. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Took less time with Sloth more than I did with Pride. Okay, and the last, we have Greed the bear and Wrath the cat. Okay, pretty much it's no obvious point. The reason why I made Greed a bear is because, well, they are very greedy animals. They eat a ton. I mean, seriously. And they are pretty dangerous, and they are tough to take out. So it would be fitting for Greed to be, well, a bear. And as for Wrath, I always saw him as like a cat type of character. Plus, he's adorable, he's curious, and not to mention he can be affectionate. You know, like what a cat would be. And, well, let's just say I had a little bit of trouble with Wrath. Despite that a cat wouldn't be that hard, it's just that, well, had to figure out how am I going to do this? Mainly with the fur of his hair and, of course, his outfit. I know it may be kind of hard to see, but his outfit was blue. That's all I'm basically going to say. Anyways, feel free to put a comment below which Mobius / Homunculus design you basically liked in this. And let's continue on with the next video, shall we?
What's going on, guys? I'm SCB.
Alright, it's time for Brotherhood.
Video
Speaking of which, I will be getting to that soon. Don't worry.
Homunculus
there's another top 10 list.
Now, if you want to go watch the other video I did today, in 2003 series.
I'll pretty much check that out after this.
It's different. Trust me. These characters are very different from.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
But we're not talking about Lenny. We're talking about all of them.
Yes.
So just like I said in the other video, it is October 3rd.
Okay, it sounds like he is
in the original series,
not as tired, but also
on the same day. So
sounds kind of twitchy. I don't know why, but this kind of talking is sort of twitchy in a way.
Don't you? I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. So I think that's a process.
So we're gonna get to the video or what? Okay.
The actual list itself, because I don't want to ramble like I did the other video.
Yes. You did ramble.
We have
Lust. Yeah, she didn't really do much, but
she was only around for like
she's
20 episodes.
Pretty much
before we're getting
very dangerous,
by the way.
Very cold, very much doesn't care for human life.
I love that death. I watched it like 20
honestly,
times before finally moving on to the next episode.
Honestly,
but
I can see why Envy would hang out with her.
In Brotherhood compared to the 2003 series.
The fact
Wait, do
that,
something
well,
I'm gonna try not to do.
well, they are
Try
brother and sister. They pretty much hang out a lot.
I'm going to try not to compare Brotherhood versus the True Death
No.
two separate characters. I mentioned this in the other
Also, I'll pretty much say this again.
Just move on.
Gee, Mustang made her really hot
Less.
by setting her on fire.
Like I said, she didn't really have a personality. It was more just like, I'm evil. I do bad guy stuff.
She's just a henchwoman.
And she paralyzed Havoc.
And a dangerous one, too.
And then she died. That's about it. That's all she really did.
Yeah.
So she didn't do all that cool stuff she did in 2003.
Power basically was unique. It's still the same.
But there's not really much else to
Yeah, Lust's fighting style hasn't really changed.
Number 6, we have
Sloth.
Now,
but the fact he's a deadly sin, of course he has to be there. I understand that.
And
why am I here again? This is mainly just a pain. And it is indeed a pain.
Yeah, that makes sense. His name is Sloth. But, no.
Honestly, I myself am lazy. And,
Sloth, I did like all the powers he had. He was strong, he was fast, and his death scene was...
Not to mention he's very much a tank. Seriously, there are like a few key weaknesses you can get on him, but they are really hard to find. Kind of like Blockhead from Okami.
Oh, that was so cool.
I am Blockhead. I guard this realm so none shall pass. None shall pass.
His fight at Fort Breaks was kind of cool. And then Kimberly had to go save his life. But I mean, Kimberly is way better than Sloth. But he's not a Homunculus. We're gonna talk about Kimberly.
Kimberly's not even here.
In general, Sloth was just kind of there.
He was part of the plan, and he became Father's bodyguard.
Directly leading into
honestly, he did pick a warrior's right. Are we done here? Can I go back to sleep, please?
What say about Sloth? There. Alright, and number 5.
Thank you.
Gluttony! Gluttony, I feel he was a lot better.
Seriously.
He had a lot
he is pretty much the animated version of Winnie the Pooh, like I said.
Shut up.
Honestly, I feel pretty bad for this guy. I mean, seriously.
I did like the backstory on Gluttony. Because in the original series, it was more like, they're all bred from humans. Okay. What kind of human made Gluttony?
Yeah, I question it too. There's only a few who are questionable.
In Brotherhood, he was a failed portal of truth, which also
a failed experiment. The failed gate of truth. That's what his mouth is supposed to be.
Ling, Ed, and Envy, all of them. That was really cool.
Speaking of Envy, he actually has that same mouth. A diagonal mouth.
Like, he was one of the few villains that I really felt
bad vertical, was it?
Alchemist, because
I don't know.
I mean, just look at him. He's like he looks like a child. And
yes.
After, Lust died, he was really devastated.
Yeah.
Final scene. Not final death scene. He had one death scene. But his death scene, again, it's Pride.
Ow!
Eat Gluttony. That was pretty cool.
No, that was really not fair. I mean, seriously. I hated that.
The thing is, they didn't really try to make Gluttony sad. He's just kind of there. And I feel like that kind of separates him a lot from the other character that they
honestly,
tried to
in 03, he was actually capable of feeling emotions.
So let's just move on to that.
But he didn't show much.
But
here,
Gluttony, I liked him, but
poor Gluttony.
That's about it.
Envy! Oh, yeah. He's at, let's see.
As I mentioned over Gluttony,
7, 6,
really
5.
did not like Envy's death scene.
4.
It was dragged out. I feel like that's and they tried to make Envy.
Why?
No.
Seriously? You pretty much didn't like Envy in Brotherhood?
Envy kind of reminded me a lot of characters like Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls or Hades from Getting Uprising, where he enjoys murder and
Hades, really?
Kind of like the Joker.
Oh. Well, at least someone is actually compared to me. Hey, get out of here, flame boy!
They had just left it.
Wow. You're a
incinerating
feisty
Envy to
one.
death.
Can't wait to see
That
you
was
in the
awesome, but
underworld.
instead, they spent like 5 minutes trying
Sorry.
to make you feel bad for him. You're like, oh, he
Honestly,
just
I do.
misunderstood.
I mean,
It's
the whole
fine.
anime
He's a
just seems
cool
to
guy.
want to
But
shout
he's
on
not.
him.
He's Envy. He's supposed to be this like brooding killer, and he was awesome, and I liked him like that.
Honestly,
But his destiny was just
again,
like,
I feel pretty bad
why
for
would you make
him.
a character like this? What
Honestly,
drove you to
I
make
liked
this
him
awesome character sympathetic? It didn't make sense. I feel like
because
villains
he
shouldn't be
hated
sympathetic
himself,
unless that's their whole
and he
character
wanted
arc.
to be someone else. He didn't want to
And that
be
wasn't Envy's.
him.
He started the Ishval War. He killed Hughes. You should
Of
feel
course
bad
you
for this
did.
guy, but
Of
they
course,
made it
bringing
seem
up
like
that
he shouldn't.
again. Good
I
grief.
don't know. I just didn't like it. But I mean, I did like Envy as a character up until that.
Honestly, Envy had a lot more time in the show, but I feel as though they could have used a bit more with him. I mean, there were scenes where he was supposed to be there, but they, for some reason, didn't add them.
And Bill Cipher, they're
Then
also
again, the other homunculi, too.
I compared Envy to him, so there's gotta be pretty good.
Honestly,
just his destiny.
I know this just seems weird, but I would definitely give this guy a hug. I mean, seriously.
Then again,
I know he would actually try to kill me, but I would still just risk just giving him a hug. Or give him a chocolate parfait. That's literally what he needs.
Liked him as a character, didn't like destiny. Number 3 is...
I'm surprised that the one joke they never used with calling him a palm tree.
Came as like a complete
Anyways,
180 from what I expected.
Oh, this brat.
Like coming out of the 2003 series and into the Brotherhood series.
Fear Bradley. Saleem didn't do much in 03. He was just there.
I'm like, okay.
It's like to mention that.
I expected it to be like this whole new character. He's gonna be like really sinister and cool.
Also, I didn't buy the fact that he was that innocent. I'm like, yeah, there's something a little odd about this kid. I mean, he just seemed too perfect in my eyes.
Saleem's death was really gruesome because his father just strangled him and broke his neck. It was really awful.
That actually did happen in 03.
Then you come over to the Brotherhood and Envy could eat Wrath for dinner.
Hang on. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But
and it is just really gruesome and pretty awesome.
Oh, will you leave Wrath out of this, please? Seriously. We get it. You don't like him. But he's a kid, seriously. I can believe that Wrath is more innocent than this kid. Why? Because he was an actual kid. This guy.
That's awesome.
Ugh.
It's sad for Gluttony, but it's still pretty awesome.
The fact that he just ate one of his own kind.
I mean,
I get they become one, but
I took that to a whole new level.
Hang on a sec, guys. I get
that scene at the hands of Ed and kind of Kimberly.
Yeah,
was awesome.
But Pride's death, it just,
as you probably all know,
I'm just like,
every single
what?
Is like,
how? Why? I am so confused. How? Why?
I don't know.
No. You did not just pull a Deus Ex Machina like that. It just,
suicide, which
again,
I don't think I actually ever mentioned.
Why? Why did you do that, man?
I also didn't like him. But Pride, he wanted to become a lower being. He wanted to be a human in order to keep on surviving. I thought that was ingenious how they made Pride want to do that, and Kimberly just kind of like, hey, no, you can't do that, and then just straight up killed Pride with
But here's the thing, even if he's dead, he came back.
But Saleem Bradley lived
through all
this. Not Pride, Saleem Bradley was. You guys watch the show.
I really did not like that twist.
I thought
it just
like branch off into this, make like one-off volume of the manga where he actually is Pride, he has to kill, but no, they didn't. Which I feel is actually a pretty good idea because it's kind of open-ended. Like, is he still Pride? Is he Saleem? We don't know. But
the fact that he's a homunculus, you could say he was.
I liked him.
Not evil anymore. But
awesome.
If he actually brought back his siblings, I'd be okay with that.
But there's still 2 more people who are infected.
And they themselves would be redeemed.
Now, if this was left up...
Alright, Greeling!
Like, so 10,
I'll admit.
11, I was just kind of there for like 2 episodes.
I didn't mind this.
Grade would have been way lower on the list, maybe even lower than Lust. because at least Lost had that awesome death scene. But
honestly,
then,
the
like,
first
halfway
Greed,
through
he wasn't there for that long. Heck, he
like
was
after
in
Creed,
lesser time
first
than
Creed
the
died.
original
No,
Greed
he
from
was saying that,
03.
oh, Creed's dead, he's never coming
Wow.
back. But then they're just like, hey,
Also, they kind of made it a bit
guess
goofier,
what?
honestly.
Creed's
Like,
back, and he's in the Ling's body.
Greed is
And
back,
it's just like,
back
what?
again.
That just like legitimately surprised me, along with Prize Real. I was taken back. I'm like, whoa, hold up a second.
To be honest,
But then after
that is
Ling
actually
was
interesting,
an
I have to
awesome
admit.
Greed.
The fact that
I fell in
Greed
love with
is
him
in
as an
Link's
awesome
body,
anti-hero.
they had to share
He
it.
was cool. He had his own secret motives. He helped Ed. He hurt Ed sometimes. He helped Father, and then he stopped, and then it was just
This
so
guy's
cool
just
to
all over the
be
place,
anti-hero
but
and just
hey, at least he
be
was
a cool guy.
awesome.
He fought Wrath like twice, I think. And I want to say he also fought Pride at some point, but that doesn't seem right. He fought Father, which is how he ended up dying, which
Yes,
another ironic death.
he pretty
Pride,
much
Greed, sacrificed
died a
himself
hero
for
in the end.
which, I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Honestly, I didn't really
Greed's
cry at
whole
that.
motivation was that he just wanted
But,
something that, as Greed, he could never have, and that's friends. And then he died for them, which was awesome.
yeah,
I like that.
but
Greed also had like, a ton of really badass moments, like on the Promise Day, when he put on his ultimate armor and just like ran out. It's like an army of people and just took them all.
my question is,
because he's Greed,
why didn't he use his ultimate shield at all time? I mean,
like Greed,
could have
he was
saved
awesome.
them all that
Not the
trouble
first
if he
Greed's
had
kinda
just kept
slow.
the shield on.
The second
At least
Greed
the original Greed was actually a bit more smarter
makes
to
me
actually realize that, oh hey, this
but
looks
there is
pretty
still one
tough.
person I like more
I
than
guess
Greed,
I might
and
as well
that
put my
is
shield
the
on.
we've already guessed,
Oh,
Wrath, aka Fuhrer.
of course.
Now, I
Of
put Pride
course.
pretty high on the list in the 2003 video,
My
but
guess is
Wrath
because
is
this
like
is
way
my
better.
guess is because
Uh,
it's
Not only did I like the fact that they established Wrath way earlier
the
than
Mountie presence.
Pride
That's the
2003
video
series,
where I'm
who is
of the 7
wicked so far
homunculi
about.
/ sins
But
video.
I think they established Wrath in like episode 12 or something.
I pretty
And
much
then we
knew this
continued to
guy
go to this huge
was
discussion where
very
we met
off
Stephanie
when we first saw
and
him.
Ed and all of them.
I mean,
Because
like,
he kind of like restricted their movements. They couldn't freely move about saying, oh, by the way, Salim's a homunculus, you might want to watch out for that. They couldn't do that because Wrath was always there. He's the Fuhrer. He sees everything.
just because he's the ultimate eye doesn't make him the ultimate hearing ears thingy. I don't know.
He usually can only use his one off side.
You're like, by the way,
and if, even if his like
seriously, you could just do like whispering. It's not that hard.
For you,
Seriously, it's not like the homunculi have tracking devices or cameras where they can predict your every move. I mean, the homunculi barely leave Central.
But then even after all
pretty
that,
much,
he got blown up into a drum, and you think he's dead because Wrath can't regenerate. He's one of the only homunculus who can't.
Neither can Pride.
Boom, Wrath's back.
Seriously, him and Pride are the only homunculi that can't regenerate.
He takes out an army.
That's just kind of weird. Father, you may want to rethink your plans or something.
Dropped in the water, and you think, oh, he drowned. He's not coming back. But then he does come back with Pride.
He does come back like a boss. I'll admit, that fighting style and the way he took down the tank was pretty awesome.
Beaten Scar until it took a freaking god to step in and say, yo, Wrath, I heard you were talking some scrap about me.
Oh boy.
So he blinded Wrath for a second, which allowed Scar to finally kill Wrath.
Yes.
But he didn't, because Wrath was dying. He wasn't dead. He's not dead. He was suffering. There's a distinct difference. So when Lan Fan came in, it's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you now, Wrath, because you took off my arm, you killed my grandfather. I'm gonna kill you. Wrath's like, ha, ha, ha. Nope. And they just kind of stalled for time. For the sole reason, not to deliver exposition, but for the sole reason, was just so he could let Lan Fan have the satisfaction of killing him. But that's really, really awesome.
Well, he did explain that he did plan his future.
He was awesome all the way through. I really enjoyed watching him. I was really, really sad that he died, but
well, at least this guy sounds like he's at least caring about what he's talking about. At least with me,
Well,
I at
only
least
certain.
tried.
Not everyone dies.
I at least
But,
tried.
I mean, but that would have been a pretty
It's like,
cruel ending
oh,
if like
yeah,
just everybody
that
died.
happened.
But
I like this character because,
Wrath
well,
was
blah,
awesome,
blah, 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 blah.
and that's all
And,
I wanted to
well,
say.
let's move on. Seriously, that's what it
Again,
feels like here.
for his awesomeness.
Not trying to
So,
mock the
what
person, but
homunculus was your
still.
favorite in Brotherhood?
Envy's my favorite.
Maybe you think I'm dumb,
Envy
but
all the
Lust was the
way.
best homunculus.
Honestly, Envy, pretty much in Brotherhood, was the only homunculus I always look forward to seeing. I mean, seriously, he was just a precious gem in a way. I pretty much wouldn't if he's basically going to appear on screen, I'm definitely going to pay attention because, well, come on, it's Envy. And he has the best moments. In fact, he has the best facial expressions. He's the most expressive out of all the characters, pretty much of what I've known. And, of course, the acting was just superb. It was great. I mean, seriously, it was great. Sorry if my impression was not that great. But anyways, yeah. Again, I did feel pretty bad for him. And the fact that he's the only homunculus that I know that just seems to get everything knocked down on him. Like, it's just not his lucky day, isn't it? But hey, he can go up for stand-up. Plus, he could actually be a great commentator. I mean, he has the voice to do it. I mean, seriously. Imagine him doing a commentary over, say, like, a very cringy video, and he'd be like, oh, great. This person's trying to be, oh, cool. And, God, what the hell is that? And stuff like that. Well, this one's trying way too hard to be edgy. You are not as good as Shadow the Hedgehog, because that guy is the ultimate edgelord. Tell me what you guys think of that impression. Anyways, the bonus I'm going to show. This is mainly his Sonic version of, well, his giant lizard form. He has less of the limbs, and he's a bit smaller. Also, I really did like how this came out. I was a bit nervous about how I would do this, but I did very careful. I basically remember what he looked like, and the only things you're not really noticing are the souls he usually would have on his neck. But hey, I still think I did a pretty good job. Plus, come on, there aren't that many reptile characters in Sonic, from what I've known. I mean, you've got, like, well, SBO, Charmy, I mean, not Charmy, he's a bee. Vector, sorry about that. And, well, there was also, let's see, there was, Dulcie the Dragon from the comics, and Mordred Hood. Those are the only ones I do know. Wait, I think there was also a turtle character. I don't know. I haven't really read Sonic, so yeah. Hence the reason why I also made Envy a dragon, because, well, he had that form, and the fact that, well, we need more reptile characters, so that's what I did. Anyway, along with Sloth. Okay, let's move on, shall we? And pretty much the Brotherhood versions of Lust and Gluttony. Rave here, that's basically the name I gave for their version of Lust, because, well, just not to be confused or anything. Rave here is a panther, because, well, it's a jungle cat, and pretty much this supposed to give the deceiving look of an actual cat. And, you know, panthers are deadly. You don't know when they're gonna strike. And pretty much Glutton, he basically pretty much seems less big bone. Just pretty much a bit jolly. And not to mention, you can see that his eyes basically have the purple like the others. That's because, well, I feel as though he can have that, and he has a bit more fur added to him on the top of his head. Because, you know, Gluttony doesn't really have that much on him. In fact, he barely has it on him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on. Okay, the thing about this is that Salim actually made a comment about how lions are king of the jungle. Well, I made him a lion cub, and that hence the name of, well, gonna be a mighty king and enemies beware. Also, they're pretty much because their group is called Pride, and yeah, that's mainly what I was going for. That's mainly the joke. And as for Sloth here, or as I call him, Sloke, it's a pun and a joke on Slowpoke, but he's not very slow. Rather, he's kind of slow in the mind and the way he talks slightly. That's mainly what I was going for. He's actually a ground sloth, and ground sloths were very big animals at the time, and they were very dangerous. They had those very dangerous and vicious claws, and they were pretty big, like I said. And I thought, you know what? I think this would actually work. I mean, it's a sloth, and it counts. So yeah, Sloke was a ground sloth in design. I had to admit I had a little bit of trouble with his outfit, but hey, it actually worked out well in the end, which I'm actually very proud of. Sorry if the background doesn't look that impressive, but I tried. Anyways, on to the last one. And this is the last of the group. Grilling, he is a tiger, if you can tell, obviously. And pretty much tigers actually are well in China. And the fact that greed is actually in the body of someone from Xing, which is their equivalency of China, it would make a lot of sense. Plus, tigers are cool. Do not pretty much deny that they are cool. Plus, I was actually really happy the fact that I didn't really have much to do with the stripes, thankfully. And, of course, I just added the Ouroboros. And his other hand, you can see that he's actually using the shield. It's kind of rare that he would actually use it often. And as for Bradley, he's actually a golden eagle. And that is an actual animal. And, of course, it is meant to be a leader type. Honestly, I have to admit, this was no different from Pride's Red Hawk. And, well, of course, bird eye view. Sorry if I didn't really have much to say on this, but let's just say all I pretty much just wanted to show is that my designs of, well, what the homunculi would look like in Sonic form, which is what I did. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video at least a bit interesting, and at least you think that my commentary was at least a bit interesting too, or probably just okay. Feel free to leave a comment below on what you thought and which picture of the homunculi you like the best. And I'll see you all later. Ciao, ciao.